Hey guys, Greg Nelson here. Happy Valentine's Day. Boy, love is in the air, isn't it? I really want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day today to watch this video. If you find this video useful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. My whole purpose of this channel is to help everybody grow, everybody hit new levels in life, and achieve greater things. Anything that you want, I want to help you try to get it. And so I try to come to you with these videos that give you some insight to why we stop when we're trying to achieve a goal, how to kind of break through that wall or that roadblock, and then also how to get what you really want out of life, whether it's something small like maybe going on a vacation, maybe it's a new car, maybe it's something big. You want to achieve high financial goals in life, maybe it's starting your own business. Anyway, that's what I'm here for. I want to help, right? And so I've kind of come up with today's special is life, love, and sales, right? Kind of go along with Valentine's Day. And, I believe there's a direct correlation to the traditional sales steps of the sale, if you will. And if you are in sales and you've been in sales for some time, you're probably aware of the steps of the sale. If you're not, I'm going to show them to you. And we're going to drill on these, and we're going to break them down because it's key, it's pivotal. And regardless of whether you want to take your wife out to a certain dinner or a surprise birthday party, or maybe you guys are just in disagreements, these steps to the sale will really help you break through. Trying to get your kid back on track, or asking your kid to clean up his room, he doesn't want to, you could apply these steps of the sale to help you out there as well. So what are your thoughts about sales? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you despise it? What do you do when you hear about a salesman come in a neighborhood and he's knocking on doors and he sees that you're 3 doors down? Do you turn off all the lights in your neighborhood and draw the blinds and hide from him? Or do you engage? Do you talk with them? Do you have to listen to what they have to say? And why do you despise? Why do we despise salespeople? In the United States of America? I think it's because of bad past experiences. Remember the amygdala? If you've watched my previous episodes, you know what the amygdala does and how it is responsive to emotions based off of fear or past events, right? Those bad thoughts, bad episodes or bad experiences that are stored in our memory bank, our amygdala is trying to protect us from those, right? So I think that we've run into poor salesmen in the past and had some pretty bad experiences in the sales industry, and if you run across somebody who's just an absolute jerk, chances are they're brand new, or they despise the sales industry themselves. They took that job to try to make an ends meet. They're going to be in for a short period of time. Their hope is that they're going to make a ton of money to get right with the world and go back onto the regular life endeavors. But that never works out, because sales is about helping people get what they want, right? And so salespeople are there to fulfill the needs of a consumer, and it's that simple, right? So regardless of whether you love sales, hate sales, despise salesmen, believe it or not, everything we do, everything is sales, and you're saying, oh no, Greg, that's not true. How is everything sales? It is. It really is. From voicing your opinion, getting your point across, taking your project in one direction that you know is going to be beneficial for your company, whatever it is, you have to sell that idea, that thought. You have to sell your hard work onto others, and you need to sell and get others involved and sell that ideas to others so they can back you on your ideas and your ventures, so the whole team, the whole organization could be successful moving forward. Doctors sell you. You go into a doctor for a routine checkup, or maybe you have an ailment or an ache or somewhere, and they test you out, and what do? They end up either prescribing you medication, sending you to a physical therapist that they recommend. They're selling you, right? Life coincides with the sales. Even if you're a teacher, you're selling. You're selling your idea to your students. You're selling the history of the United States to those students. You're selling math formulas, how to understand those formulas. It all has to do with selling, okay? And so I would say, whether you love it or hate it, at least understand it, okay? Because if you understand it and you might find this useful, maybe you can incorporate this into your daily walk of life and be more successful without even thinking, or being in sales for that matter. So is there a comparison between life and sales? Well, we just kind of hit on that. I really think there is. I think there's a direct correlation, and they're very, very similar. What happens if you've already, what it is you want. You've set your goal, you're writing it down, you do not know how to take action, okay? How do I take action, right? Well, I've broken these are, again, if you've been in sales for some time, you've probably seen the steps to a sale. And quite honestly, it does not matter what you're selling. You could be selling automobiles, you could be selling boats, software, you could be selling real estate, whatever, windows, tree care services. You could be selling door to door, selling Girl Scout cookies. You could be selling fundraising tickets, to the Jamboree, whatever it is. These are the steps to the sale. You could be selling your wife going out, or instead of going to the play, to go to the ball game, right? Hey, gosh, you want to go into town, you want to go into the city anyway, and yeah, of course the big theater is there, and gosh, what's 4 blocks away is the stadium, and do you really want to get all dressed up and get all fancy tonight, and go have a fancy overpriced meal and wait 30-45 minutes to sit down for our reservation? Or do you want to go to the ball game, walk in, grab a beer, grab a hot dog, get our seats, eat some peanuts, and just kick back in our jeans and our t-shirts and our ball caps and watch the game? What would you rather do, honey? That's a sales process, okay? Check it out. The first step is the introduction, right? Even if you're buying online, even if you go to Amazon, they have an introduction. Welcome, a Prime member, right? What can I help you search for today? Right? So that is the introduction. Customers, they will form an opinion of whoever they are engaging in for the first time within 4 to 5 seconds. That is an absolute truth. Okay, so when you are doing your introduction, you want to make sure you're upbeat, your chest is out, you're not in a hunkered body state, looking like a whooped pup. You look confident, look confident, act confident, and you'll be confident, right? And be know your product that you're selling, and relate that in the body language that what you're the professional. You're the professional. You look like the professional. You have a pressed shirt, right, or polo shirt, or whatever. If you have a uniform, if you're in an office setting, you wear a nice suit. Yeah, it's pressed. It's dry cleaned. If you have to wear a tie, you wear a nice updated tie, not a tie from 10 years ago. Those ties from 10, 15, 20 years ago, they're a dead spot that you pulled it out of probably your dad's closet, okay? So your introduction, they're gonna form an opinion of you in the first 4 to 5 seconds. Be sharp, be on your game, be on the ball. The second step to the sale is the fact finding, or needs versus want assessment, right? And this is really important. A lot happens right here in this number 2, transitioning from the number 1, the introduction. Welcome, my name is, your name is, very nice to meet you. How may I be of service to you today? Okay. And so this portion, this is where you're gonna find out what product they're looking for, if you have the product they're looking for, why they need the product, who's using the product, right? What is the end result of them getting this product? How is that going to benefit the guest or the client? And then find out what that product is, okay? And when you're doing this whole situation, this needs to be a rapport building time. You're getting on a common ground with your customer. You're actively listening to the customer, okay? A good sales representative will listen more than they speak. And a lot of times we get into sales, we think we got a lot of, we just got to let it all out. We just, everything that customer, the customer's looking for a phone. Okay, we go into the store. The sales representative is so enthusiastic and knows the whole line and everything they're selling, and they want to let everybody know about it. They want to let them know about this phone, that phone, this phone does this, has this memory. Before you know it, the customer's eyes are rolling back. Why? Because that sales associate has not asked the customer what's important to them in the phone that they're looking to buy. Pretty simple, right? A lot of sales associates, representatives fail to grasp that idea, and they just want to tell them everything about what they have in the store to offer, right? And if they just cut to the chase, they're just nice, they're respectful. Hey, what are you using this phone for today? Is this for a work, business, or is it a combination? Are your kids going to be using the phone? Do you send a lot of emails? Do you do a lot of business on your phone? Or do you primarily just use your phone for communicating with friends, family, and loved ones, etc., right? And then go into the product selection, okay? So now if you have more than one product that meets that customer's needs, give them those options, show them those options. Hey, what's in, hey, we have this, it's priced at this, it does this, it's really good because of this, or we have this, and this is also good. This one, may do a little bit more than what you're looking to do. Maybe the screen resolution's a little bit higher. Maybe it's got a little bit more memory. It's going to be priced a little bit higher, but I'll tell you what, this is the coolest phone ever, right? Or, I do also have this option. Now, this option is going to have less power than the first phone I showed you. It's going to have less memory. The resolution of the screen's not going to be as good. The microphone's really good, and the speakers are really good, but they're not the best. But however, it will save you, $100, right, on your overall purchase. And which one would you care to go with, Mr. Guest, Mrs. Guest, right? They pick one, because you've given them options and you've broken it down logically what each phone does and how it's going to affect their monthly budget. Now, that guest, that client, now they feel like they've purchased something instead of being a hard sold something, okay? And so you've gone into and then you demonstrate that product. So go, oh yeah, I think I like this one, great. Give a quick overview of that product if you haven't done so already on each 3 ones. If you have, move right down into your proposal. Okay, hey, this this phone is going to cost you, it's $499, and there's a connection fee of $25, and we're lined up with your cell provider, so that should be pretty easy. Here it is, after taxes, total, everything, you're $575. Would you like to pay cash, credit card, check, or do you want to apply for our zero interest free financing? Right? You go right into the proposal, the offer, and then the close. Right? And then so with that, transit the close. A lot of people, if you're not in sales, you may not understand really what that means. The close means the transaction has been finalized. All right. And now you're into product delivery. And if you weren't able to close that transaction, then you have to go back in and follow up and keep repeating, maybe not repeating all these steps, but repeating a couple of the last steps over and over again until that customer closes. Now, the sales great, the GOAT, Grant Cardone, he says you're going to have to, if you don't close on the first attempt, it will take you 5 to 8 consecutive attempts to close that transaction. All right. That's true with everything in life. And so everything in life, no matter if the kid wants to go with the neighborhood friend and wants to go roller skating, but yet you had a family dinner planned that was really important to you guys, but he really wants to go. He hasn't seen his friends in quite a while. They've been on vacation, whatever, they're coming back. They've relaxed a couple days and they want to, get out and take the kids out of the house, or something like that, right? And so that child, he is like, hey, hey, look, little Johnny, little Frankie, they've come back from vacation and he's been cooped up and quarantined in his house for a couple days, and they're all kind of going stir crazy. They're going down to the bowling alley, and they want to know if I can come along with them, right? And then he goes into, and then Okay, well, which bowling alley are you going to? We're going to the one, that's 4 miles away, not the one that's 8 miles away. We'll be home by a certain amount of time. Now he's into his proposal. Can I please? Hey, and mom and dad say, no, we really had this family thing planned. Okay, I promise if I can go tonight, I'll clean my bedroom and I'll clean my sister's room tomorrow. Okay, he went into the proposal. Parents agree to the offer. They close the transaction. Okay, you see how that direct correlation between sales and personal life. And so really understand this, because this will truly help you take action and get what you want. What about this? Can I just think it into existence? The law of attraction. Well, if you saw the first video I posted or the second video I posted, you know that the law of attraction is a multiplier to taking action. Okay, you can't just sit back and wish for things to happen, right? It's no different than throwing the coin into the fountain or blowing the birthday candles out, right? It's just a wish. These things, and to get all this to work in your personal life, if you're not in sales, all this right here, you have to take action. You got to put the work into it. If you really want to change and it's a burning desire, you got to put the work into it. But I'm here to help, and I'm here to give you advice and walk you through it. Okay, as I've said in the past, the world will be a better place if we're all moving in the right direction, which is up, not staying stagnant or going down. All right. Well, thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. We will focus again more on the steps to the sale, follow-up processes, probably body language, phone skills. There's a lot to come. So please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss these other great episodes. Thanks again.